Alright, so I revisited to one of my favorite books that I have ever read this year, which is this book right over here, The Man's Search for Meaning by Viktor Frankl. So, this is kind of a book. If you read it once, you will never forget the lessons that you can gain from this book. So, this is kind of a short, there are not many pages in this book. It's like I can complete it by within one day or something. Today, I thought of bringing you 3 key lessons out of from this book. Okay, lesson number 1. It says typically you can't control life, but you can control how you respond to that situation. So in this book says, in the concentration camps, Frankl realized something profound. Even when everything is taken from you, your freedom, your comfort, your future, there's one thing no one can take: your ability to choose your response to the situation that you are in. No one can take that out of you. And this is huge because it means you always have a tiny space of freedom between what happens and what you decide to do about it. It really matters. So that was the lesson number 1, which is like the key lesson. It shows up as soon as you start to read the book. And let's move on to the lesson number 2. Let's look at the lesson number 2. It says, meaning comes from responsibility. The author says, we find meaning not in pleasure or success, but in responsibility. Responsibility to a goal, to a person, to a mission. When you have something that you care about, you become unshakable. It's like waking up not because you have to, but because you know that someone or something is counting on you. That is the second key lesson that I took from this book. So let's move on to the lesson number 3. Lesson number 3, the last lesson that I'm gonna give out to you. It says, suffering becomes bearable with a why. He who has a why to live can bear almost any how. And this is basically the whole book in one sentence. So if your why is so strong, a dream, a person, a purpose, you can endure any discomfort, obstacles, even a heartache, because you know that you're fighting for something. So yeah, Man's Search for Meaning is not just a book about suffering. It's a book about hope, about choosing meaning, about realizing that no matter what happens in your life, there's always a place for you to decide. And thanks for watching. I hope this helps, and as always, stay curious. See you soon.